Hello from Farland. I've been busy, but I'm not sure what I did because it doesn't look like that much has happened. I guess I can move these back now. The next thing I'm going to do here is test these street lights that I just installed. This one and that one. The third one down there is not hooked up, nor is it glued into place. The one right there. So, I'm going to throw the switch and see what happens. Oh, they turned on. Yippee! I think we're getting to the point where we're going to have a pretty nice night scene here when I'm all done. I'll turn out the lights and let's have a look. Yeah, that's going to be pretty nice. I did get the platform lights on. You can't really tell because I've got these coaches in the way. Yeah, it looks good. So with that over there and these over here, it's going to be a pretty well lit area. Should be fun. Takes a lot of soldering, making up leads, putting resistors on it and all that stuff. Keeps you pretty busy. I'm going to move the camera, so bear with me for a second. I'm looking down the canyon, and you can see there's a car with its lights on down there. Those cars with their lights on that you get from Kite's Lights, I think that's where I got them. I got them a long time ago. They're not even close to the right era, but they look cool. And of course, it's got red lights, red tail lights behind. He's just the other side of Antonio's right now. So I'm going to take the camera off the tripod, so bear with me while I get it off. I finally got the baffle, or the whatever you call it, adjusted inside the chapel so that the lights actually show up on video. Or the glass does. It's hard because the light is so bright and the camera won't focus on it. Let's come over here. I'm going to get a side-on view. Yeah, looks pretty good. That's the best I've gotten so far. Might be a better way, but I don't know what it is. Probably see the car a little bit better now. Oh yeah. The lights are on in Antonio's, but those car lights are so bright. That's with 1600 ohms of resistance plus whatever it came with. So I don't know how much it would take to tone it down a little bit more, but I'm going to turn around. We're over here looking at the farm right now. Because I want to show you this car coming down the road that I really love, by the way. The lights are hideously bright in that thing. But for some reason, they look better than the lights over there. Or maybe they look about the same. The ones that we're looking at now, they were just so incredibly bright that it wasn't any good. Okay, I'm going to go turn the lights on and we'll take a look at a few other things. The camera's a little wobbly here. I've got it up on some blocks. But the winner, or the idea that I finally selected for over here was a taxi rank. Tim Delahay came up with that idea, and I built the Cabman shelter. It's a little overscale, but I did make it myself, and I like it. I have some more, some different taxis coming. These are a much later version than I would prefer. I would like the early ones, the 1950s version, preferably because I remember those a little bit. I wasn't very old, but I sure remember them. So I ordered 3 of those. I don't know when they'll get here. And that's what will be sitting here. I'll use these other cabs over at Howe Street. So other things going on. Of course, we've got our banners up. Our little flags on a string. They're very tedious to make, so I didn't make that many of them. We've got handrails now, so that people that are a little unsteady, like me, can grab a hold of the handrail and steady themselves as they go up the stairs. They're not the most beautiful handrails in the world, but they are handrails. Made them out of a coat hanger. Hardest part was gluing them on. What else we got? Oh, this guy's facing the wrong way. I want him coming to the station. That guy right there. He's carrying his case. I can just picture that as being me when I was young. With a roll of drawings under my arm. Yeah, I'd been headed for the airport at the time, but that one really reminds me of me. And of course, here's another one that reminds me of me. I made that hat for him because I've got one just like it. I got this fence and the island down the middle. I put a tree there. Tell you the truth, I'll come around this end. I had a little bit of a bow in the wood that forms the curb right there. So I just put a tree in there, like, the tree's roots maybe are pushing the curb out. And it all seems to work. Oh, here's another me. In my Triumph Herald. The hood up, trying to figure out why it stopped again. Yeah, those were not the days. So oh well, we don't need these there. That's my device for holding things like light poles, all the glue sets, light poles and trees. Works really well. Nothing fancy, just a pair of needle nose with a rubber band on the end. Works about as good as anything. So that scene looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. There's going to be that street light, and then one down close to the corner, and then one right here, in front of the Shimla Takeout, which is right next to Mary's Children's Clothing. I know the English is atrocious there. That's okay. Say there's some of the other stores, some of the people who've been with me for a while. This is the Edinburgh Woolen Mill. So far they haven't sued me for that sign. And then right here, Sunny Times Beachwear. Oh yeah, gotta have that. And fish and chips. I don't remember what I made that out of. And then of course the model shop. Has to be a model shop. Absolutely has to be. So really it's come on really nice. I've got a clock to put up, but it won't agree with the one that's in there, so I guess I can't put it up here. I'll have to save it for somewhere else. What else have I done? Man, I think that's about it. I've been working here the whole time. Busy, busy, busy. Of course, that took 2 whole days. Oh, I've knocked the roof off of it. I'll have to glue that down. That's not... If I could figure out how to put some windows in it. I have started putting up the fences over there. I guess I'll finish those next week maybe. Just depends. So I guess we'll start up that 31 over there and bring it around and haul these coaches out. I'll be right back. By the way, that says coach stop. That's because if I go farther in with the coaches, the locomotive will hit it. Bye from Farland.